it was right when I had graduated when I started doing everything. So I was fresh out of college. First year, I made probably $1,300. It wasn't enough. But our template, our blueprint, our whole curriculum is based off of all of our learning curves as co-founders. So now, I, as one of the co-founders of the company who only made $1,300 his first tax season, teach people my mistakes, and now they come in their first year and they're clearing.
Everybody wants to become a millionaire, but my main focus is I want you to become a net worth millionaires, because let me start off today's show by saying this. Just because you make $1 million doesn't mean you're a net worth millionaire, meaning your net worth is not $1 million. I know several people who have an income of $500,000 to $1 million to even $2 million a year, but their net worth is negative. Why? Because they're not good stewards with their money. But the goal should be to where we all are aiming to become net worth millionaires. And today's show, I'm going to break down the career that's not in the tech space that can help you put an extra $13,000, $14,000 in your pocket over the next 90 days. So be dialed in. We're going to have a great time. But I want to start off the show by giving you the top 5 careers that's producing net worth millionaires. And when I got this list, from my friends over there at Ramsey Solutions, who did a huge study of over 13,000 net worth millionaires. It's the largest study in the world. And they realized the top 5 careers that's producing net worth millionaires. Here's number 1, engineers. That's right. Engineers are at the number 1 top career field that's producing net worth millionaires. Number 2, this is what we're going to be talking about today, and that is accountants, your CPAs, people who are helping you file your taxes, get your money right, doing your bookkeeping. They are making and creating net worth millionaires because of the financial space. Number 3, teachers. Our school teachers are becoming net worth millionaires. Individuals who are dealing with our knucklehead, crazy behind kids are building up a net worth of over 7 figures. Number 4, management. And number 5, the career field I thought I was going to go into, that's the accountant space. Now listen, I'm super excited to really get into this field, because one thing I have learned is I can teach you how to work my money map. I could teach you how to go from gain to grow how to go from stabilize to gain control of your finances, to grow your money, and eventually in that impact, right? And building a legacy. But if I don't really help you get more money into your pocket, you can't even follow the map that I laid out for you. And so every now and then we are going to bring on shows that are specifically about how do we get more money inside of your pocket legally, ethically, and spiritually correct. No scams, no bunch of drama, no crap. It will take some hard work and dedication, but that's what we're going to talk about today, is how can you get into a field, still working your 9-to-5 job, and make an extra $14,000 on the side when you get home. Y'all keep it locked, because we're going to get straight into it. But before we bring up my friends Justin from SmartWiz, man, I want to remind you that nearly 70% of you all are still not subscribed to the channel. I need you to rock with your boy. Hear me clearly. We are on a mission to have 1 million community members who are focused on expanding in the areas of abundance, wellness, and freedom. We're taking back control of our life. We're taking back money, and we're building wealth. We're going to have freedom. And I want you to be a part of this community. So whether you're listening to this on the podcast or watching this on YouTube, or maybe you see a clip of this on Instagram, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on podcast. And yo, listen, if you're liking this on Instagram, share this. But I want you to be a part of a community that is growing, that is making it, that's building an impact and leaving an impact. And I promise you, you will thank me later for being a part of this episode. And not just episode, but of this community. All right, let's get straight into it because we all know why we're here. We want to see how do we get to this. So I want to bring up my boy, my good friend Justin from SmartWiz, aka Chef Rob. So I'm gonna call him Chef today, but he's in the role of Justin today. But what up, Chef? How you doing, man?
Hey man, cooking it up per usual, man. Whether it's in the office or man, on the grill, either one.
Yo, man, you've had me on the grill these last couple of weeks, bro. I've been smoking me up some meat, boy. I made me some chicken yesterday. Not chicken. What I made yesterday? It was steak. Steak.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Me and my dog loved it. I didn't eat all the steak, but she had some of it, man. It was delicious. And this is not what the show's about, but your sauce, your seasoning, chef. Oh, we're gonna do a whole nother show
Come on now.
on your seasoning because I mean, brother. I called you and I almost wanted to cuss you out. That's how good your seasoning was, man.
Come on, that's what I'm talking about.
But yo, we're not here to talk about the cooking. We'll do
Yep.
another show on really how to cook on a budget and taste good on a budget because
Okay.
you have all the recipes and skills for that. But we're here because, bro, the majority of my people who are watching my show are coming to me for financial education to learn two things. Number one is how to get out of debt and take back control of their life financially. But then number two, we're realizing and we're learning that, man, I could teach them how to get out of debt, but they have to make money.
Yep.
Extra money on top of their 9 to 5 jobs that could eventually either become a full-time business or they keep the 9 to 5 job and just do this on the side on and off during the season. But I want to go back because Dave Ramsey did a huge study a couple of years ago where he studied close to about 11, 12, I think it was right in between 11 and 13,000 millionaires. And they learned that the top 5 careers had an accountant inside of that are producing and making net worth millionaires. I want to start off because we've already had you on the show, but since you've been on the show, man, we've had another 100,000 people join us. So I want to start off with you, man. Basically, you are an accountant. You are a part of the company called SmartWiz, and last year we sent over 1,000 students to you all to learn how to get into the accounting field, the tax preparation field, and I mean, man, they've made a lot of money. But for you, I'm curious, why did you, Justin, get into this business while you were a full-time college student, correct?
Yeah, it's a magical question. There's no sugarcoat answer. The straight up answer was, my line brother asked me to join the company because he needed help with marketing. That's my gift. You know what I'm saying? I got a little gift for marketing. But what I learned was you can't market something you don't know. So that's how
Mm,
come I had to learn taxes. But little did I know how fruitful knowing taxes is. Just because from a culinary standpoint, a multi-business owner standpoint, when you learn taxes and you understand the financial industry, that changes your trajectory of a lot of things. Like I know you
yes.
talked about earlier, net worth. People that goes over people's head. People like,
Yeah.
oh, I made a million, I'm a millionaire. No, not
Yeah.
necessarily. You got to
Right.
understand what to do with your assets so that you can continue to build and not lose.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm glad you said that because you have a lot of people who are making a whole lot of money. I won't say the name of the celebrity, but when I was sitting down with this particular celebrity made $3 million the last not it wasn't this year I sat down with this particular celebrity, it was last year. And so in 2022, this particular celebrity made $3 million.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually shocked that this celebrity only made 3 million as big as they are, right?
Okay.
But when I look at their numbers, man, they made 3 million. How much money do you think they actually had in the bank and in investments?
I would say if they're celebrity, if they're not doing what they're supposed to do, they probably had 100,000 in the bank.
$24,000 in the bank.
That's a
24,000.
that's a damn shame.
And and for me, I'm like, man, wow. And so now they're doing much better. They made a whole lot of money in 2023. Yeah, and they've listened to my skills, not my skills, but they listened to my teaching, and we've got them plugged into with a financial advisor that's really
Mm-hmm.
holding them accountable.
Mm-hmm.
But you made a valid point. It's not about how much money you make. It's about what do you do with the money,
Yep.
for one. But we got to go back to how much money you make, because how much money you make is still a crucial role in doing this. And I'm super excited because not only are you all creating net worth millionaires within your business, but you all partnered with us last month to give away, I think, close to $25,000
Come on
when
now.
it comes to we're giving away 2 vacations. We're going to announce it here at the end of the show, you guys.
Yeah.
And then also we're giving away 10 $1,000 IRAs. So I'm not going to announce the 10 $1,000 IRAs today. I am going to announce the 2 winners when it comes to the vacations. We are going to be emailing you for the $1,000 IRA. So you all got to keep it locked for that because you do not want to miss this announcement. But we want to make sure we give you some practical stuff. So don't fast forward to the end. Now get this content, get this wisdom, and then I promise you, you are going to be extremely blessed by this announcement at the end. But let's get to it, man, because they want to get to the announcement, see who won.
All right.
How much money did you make while you were in school doing tax preparation?
Yeah, so it was right when I had graduated when I started doing everything. So I was fresh out of college, first year. Shoot, I made probably $1,300. It wasn't enough. Like I didn't know what I was doing. It was my first year. I was scared. But our template, our blueprint, our whole curriculum is based off of all of our learning curves as co-founders. So
Hmm.
now I, as one of the co-founders of the company who only made $1,300 his first tax season, teach people my mistakes, and now they come in their first year and they're clearing 14,000. I mean,
Woo!
that right there is proof. It's nothing different. The taxes hasn't changed. You still
Yep.
got a W-2. You still got your 1099s. You still got your home not home insurance, health insurance forms and home mortgage forms. Like those things don't change. But the only thing that's changed is the person who's given the information. And we've been
Facts.
able to put together a beautiful curriculum that people can learn the exact way, the proper way, and make some real cash from it. Because we said this last time, we said this on the previous show, like, hey, we're trying to tell you, we know the blueprint, we have the software to do it, and now things are just picking up one by one. Because we went from 30, 40 students to over 1,200 students, and now as we're enrolling for this next upcoming tax season, I can guarantee you we're clearing well over that times
Ooh.
five. Times
Times
five.
five.
It's going to have to be because the word of mouth of the impact that we're making is that fruitful.
So let me ask you this question, because we had some people from our community just get into, they went to your course, took your course, and man, you all had a graduation party that I spoke at virtually. I was supposed to be there in person, but the snow canceled me from going, unfortunately. Give me one student testimony, like legit numbers. How much money did they make their first year in after taking y'all's affordable teaching on how to get into the tax season or how to get into the tax business? How much money did he or she make this year over the last 3 months?
Yeah, so this particular individual was nervous. You could tell that they had a little spark in them, but it took a month and a half to get that spark ignited. We don't just leave our students and the people who utilize our software high and dry. Customer support is at an all time high. You don't if you're not succeeding, we're not succeeding as a software company. So we want to
Yes.
make sure, like, hey, you grasp everything you learn. Okay, what do you need? You need help closing? Okay, this is how you go about it. Because we did it year after year after year after year after year, times 8, going on 9 years, right? For me personally. So
Yeah.
when we have these one-on-one calls, when we have these grooming sessions, this particular individual, it sparked. It got them going. So I don't know the amount of returns, like the exact number, but I do know the dollar amount they brought in because
How much?
I was proud. I was proud. 14.2.
$14,200.
3 months.
In
Two
3
and some
months.
change, two and some high change, because it took them the first, yeah, it took them to almost the end of February to just pick up and just go after it. Crazy, crazy. And then underneath that, because we're not just going to highlight the top, because there's still people that are high performing.
Yeah.
Everyone clearing, not everyone, but these people. There's three more individuals that cleared that 5-figure mark. So we
In
got
two and a
people
half to 3 months, they making 5 figures first year,
first year, first year.
which means that if they did it right, which they sounds like they did with y'all's education and teaching, when they come back to next season, those people are going to come back because they got them more money on their taxes. And then because they're coming back, they'll probably bring a friend. So this particular individual will make 2,000 this year, but could possibly do 25 to 30 grand next year.
Guaranteed. Because the rule of thumb in the tax game, and all my tax pros know this, where you end one tax season is where you begin the next tax season. And I preach that year after year. Because when you do a damn good job, people bring more people to do a damn good job as well.
Facts. No, that's facts, man. And I told you all I was going to partner with them, and we did a soft launch partnership with Neat Taxes this year, and Neat Taxes did a lot of money. I mean, we had more people asking to do their taxes than we had the bandwidth to do it. Like that's how much you are needed in this business. Like we actually have people upset with us because we couldn't do their taxes, because we didn't have the right amount of people to work with me to do the taxes, because I'm not doing the taxes. I'm not going to the class. I'm too busy. And so we sent a lot of people over to Justin and SmartWiz, you guys, and they learned it, and they came back and they were knocking people out the park with biggest tax returns, very easy, system built good. And even when we did have some hiccups and some questions, this is what I do love about my show, is that I'm not going to sell you on the amazing things. We had some hiccups. And here's what I love about SmartWiz. I could text Justin or the team within a matter of not even 30 minutes. I'm getting response. I'm getting help to fix the issue. If they couldn't fix the issue immediately, they were working on it. I mean, immediately until it got fixed. Like, y'all, we shut down their server when we first announced this thing.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying? It was like, bro, we can't even get, people are upset with me. He was, all right, bro, we're on it. We're fixing the server right now. This is what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. Y'all, I mean, it's just, for me, I'm not looking to just partner with companies that's going to teach me something. I need you to walk it through with me for the first year. And this is what I love with SmartWiz, is that if you go through their program, it's super affordable. Let's just tell them, how much is y'all's program to learn this program, bro?
Just to learn is $197, and if you want to hop in and actually do taxes, then you'll pay for the software thereafter.
Yeah. $197 to learn how to do taxes. The software is super cheap. I bought it. I'm gonna be honest with you all. But the fact, here's what I love is you're gonna go through their program. I think it's like 3 to 4 months long. Do that now, so that way come December you are ready to go. You can do all your practicing now, get all your education. Come December through April, you just knocking taxes out. You're making an extra $14,000, $15,000. Heck, I mean, if you get this thing now, you could possibly do $20,000 next year in a matter of 3 months. That's an extra six grand. What's that? 6, 12, 18, 62, $6,300 a month, on top of your 9-to-5 job. Listen, and then you work this right within 2 years. You can work 5 months and be done for the rest of the year.
And I want to, man, let me not get too fired up. Because once we start talking money, it's hard for me to stop, Doc.
Hey, man, listen, I got another question for you. I really do have another question for you. And you all, we're about to announce the winners, but I really want to make sure we give you this information, because SmartWiz, led by Justin, partnered with us for our April Financial List Lit campaign. And I really want y'all to hear this. Like, This is what it's all about, right? It's not just about giving away money. The reason why they're able to give away money is because they're helping people become net worth millionaires. And because they're helping people become net worth millionaires, they are generating capital and funds and money within their business. And I stand 100% behind them. I'm excited about what God is going to do through them. But Justin, I do want to ask this question. Someone says, all right, cool. I want to learn. I want to grow with SmartWiz. I'm ready. I want to go ahead and sign up for this program and get myself positioned and ready for next year.
Yes.
What exactly are they going to get inside of this thing? Because there's so many courses out there, bro. There's so many things out there saying, I'm gonna teach you how to become a millionaire. And this is not what we're saying. We're saying we're gonna teach you how to do tax business. And how much money you make depends upon how hard you go and how dialed in you are at learning, right? And that's one thing I love about you all. It's like you all don't sell $1 million and $500,000. Y'all like, hey, we're going to give you the tools necessary, and we're going to give you the best software to help you do it. Now, let's live right there. Like, you're not just taking a course. We're going to give you the education and the tools and walk with you for a year to make sure that you produce well above what you invested and make a lot of money. Let's talk about it. Just what are they getting from SmartWiz specifically if they get into the program and they want to do taxes?
Yeah, shout out to the team. And that's the beauty of having in-house engineers, because we were able to level up each year. We're not saying, hey, this is a course on how to make, $100,000 in 3 months. No. Here's how to learn how to do taxes the correct way,
Yeah,
the best way, and
yeah,
to maximize every single client that comes through your system. Keyword,
yes,
through your system. This ain't use this.
yeah,
No, no, no. We're going to give you the tools to create your own system where you got your automations. You have everything that you need to set yourself up as a successful businesswoman, businessman, and ultimately an entrepreneur. So you're going to go through this self-paced course, okay? Before we was like, all right, guys, you got to knock this out in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. It's crunch time. Tax season around the corner. And we thought everybody was with it, but we learned the hard way that everyone comes from different walks of life. There's a different reason for the season. So everybody has a different reason of what's going on, and everyone can't be aboard the train. But who are we as a B Corp
facts.
to keep the train going down the railroad and leave someone behind? So now we made the course self-paced. That's the beauty of it this summer. Baby, you can be kicked back on the beach getting your suntan and watching the course, listening to the waves and listening to the knowledge that we're giving you, right? You can be anywhere in the world and learn the course. So that's the beauty of it. So you'll be able to go through the self-paced coursework, learn how to do taxes, learn how to gain clientele, and then from there you can go ahead and purchase the software, and then you're off to the races. You can start building your clientele list now. Go ahead and start talking your
Mm.
smack to the people. Hey, I just want to let you know I just became a tax professional. And I'm gonna be giving you a free quote this year. I'm gonna be knocking out your taxes this year because I know you weren't pleased last year. You don't even need to know what they got last year. Talk smack. You talk that smack. Well, what do you know? You'll see next year, and you'll start building your clientele list, and then you'll start building up, that money already in the bank. So what they can expect is they sign up for the course, self-paced. Like you said, it's going to take probably 2 to 3 weeks if you really sit down and knock it all out. But if it takes you 2 months, who cares? You got the summer to do it. Tax season don't start till next end of January, so you got plenty of time to get acclimated, right? And then from there, once you get the software, you'll be off to the races. And best believe it's the best software in the
Yeah.
game, baby. Best software in the game.
No, it is. It is, man. And even halfway through this season, y'all updated the software. Like they're always constantly, you guys, making sure that they are updating and providing the best tools to help you win. Because at the end of the day, you guys, once you all file taxes with this software, it impacts them. It represents them. So you have to file these taxes rightly, because if you do something wrong, it's going to hurt them as well. So this is why I love SmartWiz, because they're not just going to just, hey, come over here and learn this and goodbye. No, they want to make sure that you're doing it right, legally, ethically, morally, and spiritually. And that's what I love about them. So you guys, if you all want to be a part of this, if you want to learn, get inside of this boot camp, learn to self-pace and get with their software and make an extra 13, 14, 15. And listen, he can't say it, but we know of someone on their year 2 did an extra $30,000 on the side in 3 months. Like, let's
On the
pause
side
right there.
is a big. It just let that be in the bright lights on the side.
On the
Yeah.
side. So they probably made about 3/4, bare minimum, a half of their salary in 3 months.
And guess what?
Legally, ethically, morally, and
And guess what they
spiritually,
guarantee?
by
And guess what they
helping them
guarantee next year?
the same amount
Come
plus
on.
more.
It clicks for some. It clicks for some.
Bro, because it's like it only stacks and stacks and stacks. Listen, some of you all have turned has turned a temporary state into a permanent situation. And you've turned a temporary state of financial stress into a permanent way of living financial stress because you're not willing to learn something new and to be uncomfortable for a season. You could change your financial situation within the next 12 to 24 months if you listen to me, get the wisdom and knowledge on how to get out of debt and follow my roadmap, right? But then also do something on the side that generates income. Why are you going to work and drive for Uber when you could do this on the side? When you come home, you're helping others, and in return for helping others, you're getting paid an extra $500 for helping them file their taxes. And here's what I love about the software. The software does the work for you. So you don't have to know all of the laws. You need to know the majority of the laws, but the software does the work for you. You just got to type it in, make sure you're asking them the right questions, making sure you're getting all the information, plug it into the software. The software in their AI machine is dialing it all in for you. Then you come back and you present it. They like it. Boom. And listen, he can't say it, but I can say it because I've seen numbers come back and beat other companies that are big names out there. I ain't gonna knock them. TurboTax. I ain't gonna knock them. I'm not gonna knock them. But their software is beating others, and watch this. Not only are you helping somebody else get more money back, but you're also helping yourself get out of debt and build wealth. And I really want to ask this question. Let's just go back down to the lady who made $14,000. What could you do with an extra $14,000 in 2 months? In 3 months? Like, what could you do with an extra, what's that? $4,800 a month? Think about that. Well, what could you do with that extra money? Where could your kids go to school? How much debt could you pay off? What kind of home can you elevate yourself to now because you got a larger down payment? What kind of car can you get? What does your summer vacation and your spring break now look with your kids? And then think about the next year. You come back and you double that. What could an extra, what's that, $28,000 do for you in the year of 2025 in 3 months? Does that position you to leave your job? Or does it position you to where now you can pay off all your student loans? Like what could an extra $28,000, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000 do for you a month? If you want to sign up for this, I want you to go to anthonyoneil.com/SmartWiz. Again, that is anthonyoneil.com/SmartWiz. And I promise you, you will thank yourself later. You won't thank me. You won't thank SmartWiz. You would thank yourself later for doing this, because I'm tired of us. I'm sick and tired of us having to drive for Uber to make extra income when we can come home from our 9 to 5 jobs and sit at home in air conditioning with
Come on.
our kids, with our loved ones, working extra 2-3 hours at home for ourselves, building ourselves up and helping others, and not having to go out there and work hard labor. So I want y'all to go check it out. Go to anthonyoneal.com/SmartWiz. We'll have the information inside of today's show notes. But let's get to these winners, man. Hey, Justin, and I want to thank you. I want to thank you, bro. You and the founders, the other co-founders of SmartWiz, for partnering with us, man, to be a blessing to others, to partner with the Neatness Network and here at the table, to help us give away 2 vacations to where somebody's gonna be taking their boo thing, their bay thing, on a nice vacation this summer. It means a lot. But even most importantly, man, we're giving away 10 $1,000 IRA accounts, and I'm really excited about those, because while some may say $1,000 is not a lot of money, put $1,000 inside of a mutual fund and let it sit for 30 years. That's going to turn into a lot of money in 30 years. And so the fact that SmartWiz cared enough to sow a seed and to partner with us so that we all could be a blessing means so much to us. And as one of the co-founders of SmartWiz, I got to start off by announcing these winners and asking you this quick question. Why? Like, why did SmartWiz want to partner with us as a newborn company? You all have not been around that long. You all, what, 4 or 5 years old?
2 years in the software game, but 9, 10 years in the tax industry. So we'll say SmartWiz,
Cool.
3 years, 2, 3 years.
3 years, 3 years, 3 years, and backed by
Yep.
Google, backed by some other big names. And tell them a little bit just about SmartWiz mission statement, and why you all partnered with us to give away this
Yeah,
much money, man.
so all of our co-founders will speak to this. When we were thinking about one word that could redefine our company, as we emerge onto the software scene as Black young entrepreneurs, it's impact, right? And that word has so much power behind it, because every single thing you do makes an impact in someone's life. I say all this
Wow.
time, if we're going to build $1 billion business, we got to put in the $1 billion work. Sometimes that's work that's seen outside of what you can physically touch. And we know that you have the impact to touch hundreds and millions of people just through listening, just through watching. But if we can provide such education behind it all, then why not partner with you to get a greater impact? So at
Yeah.
SmartWiz, what we try to do is empower people to understand within themselves, like, hey, I actually have the power to impact other people's financials and build a better life for them just through a
Yeah.
tax refund or saving them
Yeah.
hundreds and thousands of dollars on what they owe. Because I've personally done it, and
Yeah.
that little light up in your chest once you do that, it never goes away. That flame never dies
Yeah.
down. So we want to make sure,
Yeah.
like, okay, during Financial Literacy Month, what if we can give those people? And all we ask is that you tag us, because we want to see where you're going. We want to see where you're going. But just give them the opportunity to let go of the stresses of life while they've been receiving all the emails of the financial literacy tips, to know that they have a better year ahead of them. That was our goal from
Yeah.
this financial literacy month, and I think we've achieved that, because let alone from the knowledge, let alone from all the contacts made, and just people who filed taxes in general, and the consultations that were given, they've been able to receive so much more information than just a vacation.
Man, let me come. Let me see. Let me see. I'm trying to see how many people signed up. So I have the list right here in front of me. I'm going down. I'm going down. I'm going down. Good gosh. Good gosh. Good. Good. Googly moo. Oh my gosh, y'all. 20 20,299 people
Wow.
signed up to learn more about financial literacy in the month of April. 20,299 people joined the April is Lit campaign. 20,299 people have been receiving emails 3 times a week brought to you by SmartWiz and myself to learn the importance of financial literacy. I want to start off by making this announcement by saying, hey, thank you. Thank you for signing up. Thank you for being a part of this amazing movement. And we're going to continue to keep serving you. SmartWiz is going to be serving you all on some other things that they're going to be working on. I am going to be continuing to serving you every Friday and even throughout this show. Thank you so much for trusting us and being a part of this. But as you all have been waiting, who has won the vacations for the $1,000 giveaways? Legally, I can't say that on a public platform, but we are going to email you. I'm actually going to email you directly myself with the email that you signed up on. And then we are going to have like the first and the last name initial on the website because we have to do that as well by law, just because of the rules that Meta and giveaways have just to hold us accountable, right? And so I'm super excited. But here is the first 2 winners of the vacation giveaways. So I'm gonna pick one right here. It is, I gotta say it like this, Bria E is the very first one. Bria is the first name. E is the first letter of the last name. We can't give it because we don't want y'all to go crazy looking for the people trying to get on a vacation with them. All right. And then the last one is Tori C. Toric is the last name, first letter. I'm going to be emailing you all personally. 1, congratulating you. 2, hooking you up with the travel agent that's going to plan your vacation. Remember, the vacation was just a term. You can take your son, your daughter, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever you have. You can take anyone. Pretty much, you get a free vacation plus 1 with the $5,000 cap, right? So you got to spend all $5,000 with the travel agent. We're not going to send you any cash. So if you do a $2,000 vacation, you're going to miss out on the other $3,000 because of travel agent. So I would book flights, hotel, excursions, all inclusive, spend as much. And here's a tip. Even if you spend even if you say you do $5,500 and you do $500 out of pocket, you've maximized the $5,000. All right. That's the thing. Like, don't spend $4,900. No, I would rather you spend $5,100, $5,200 because you're gonna maximize all that. Man, go to a 5-star situation. Man, go get you something that you would not do on your own. And let's say you do got an extra $1,000. Man, step up. Spend $6,000, only $1,000 of that coming out of your pocket. And so for those of you all who are interested, who won the $1,000, we're giving away 10 of those because that is going into a mutual fund, and that's technically you got to sign a confidentiality thing for that. We can't announce those names publicly on a YouTube, but we will have their first and last name initial on our website here within the next week. But I am going to email you that as well, and then we're going to wire the funds into your IRA, whether that's a traditional or a Roth IRA. All right. So be looking out for emails from myself. We're going to continue educating you, but then also SmartWiz will be educating you as well, because we want to make sure that we empower you and that we enrich you to really hit your financial goals. So Justin, SmartWiz, thank you all so much, man, for partnering with us. You all are absolutely amazing. And you guys, if you all want to learn how to make an extra $13,000, $14,000, $20,000 from the comfort of your own home without having to deliver Instacart, drive for Uber, work at McDonald's, or work at Walmart at odd hours and only be making an extra $100, $200 a day. But if you want to make an extra $6,000 a day, check out my friends. We're going to put their information in the show notes, anthonyoneil.com/SmartWiz. It's a self-paced course. They're going to give you all the software and tools necessary to learn how to become an effective accountant that's helping people file their taxes and put some extra money in your pocket. I mean, we sent them over 1,000 people last year, 1,000 people. And the majority of them made all their money back plus some. And they're super excited for next season because, like he said earlier, where we end at is where you start at next year. Oh my gosh. I like that. I could preach that, Jay. I could preach that. Because this has nothing to do with taxes, but my philosophy is if I have children, my kids won't start where I started. They technically won't even really start where I finished. They're going to start ahead of where I finished because I'm going to give them an alley hoop. But that's another sermon. That's another day, another topic. Y'all keep it locked. Thank you all so much for watching. Congrats to Bria and to Tori and to the other 10 people who are going to be emailing you soon. And listen, I want to say congrats to everyone. While some of you may not have won this actual trip, you did win something that is even, I believe, that is gold. And you won wisdom and knowledge. You got the knowledge throughout this last month. Apply it, and I promise you, that's going to change your life more than a $5,000 vacation. But keep it locked. We're going to do it again next year, and maybe you might win. Yo, we love you all. God bless you, and we'll see you in the next show. Peace out.